Do you mind maybe sharing like a story about like a challenge that you really had to overcome, like anything that comes to mind?
I'll share two, because one was kind of like in an industry where I thought I was going to end up, and it was classical music.
Wow.
Yeah, I always thought that I was going to be a classical violinist.
Can you give any piece of advice maybe to Esther 10 years ago? What would you like, if you were able to talk to her, what would you leave her with?
I think I would probably tell her that not be scared, that just give it my all to everything I'm doing, because I feel like sometimes I was scared.
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Simple Chat. I'm your host, the CEO and founder of Simplending Financial. Today, we have a very special guest with us, DJ Esther Anaya. Esther, do you mind introducing yourself to our audience?
Yes. My name is Esther Anaya. I'm a DJ, singer, violinist, music producer, and I'm the official DJ of the Los Angeles Chargers. And yeah, I do that for a living.
And we are here at Simplending Financial's 3-year anniversary party. And I'm just so happy that, you know, we've known each other for so long. I've seen you so grow through your journey, and it's just been so awesome to watch on the sidelines. And now for you to come perform at my 3-year, it's just like a full circle moment, you know?
I'm so proud of you. I know it's been so many years since we've known each other, and we've seen each other grow. So it's such a, like, you know, it makes me so happy.
Same. So do you mind telling the audience kind of your background, where you're from? Because I've seen you talk on other podcasts, and you just have such an inspiring story. So I wanted to share that too with my audience.
Absolutely. I came from Colombia as a political asylum. So I left my country with my family, just, you know, trying to look for a refugee, because my dad was working with the politics back home. But it was a really hard time transitioning to the United States. I was about 13 years old. You know, I had in Colombia everything I wanted: my grandparents, my family, music, you know, school and everything. And all of a sudden we just like, hey, you have to leave the country, because otherwise you're in danger. And we moved to the United States with a dream, with family together. We started from zero. And I always remember I wanted to do music, and I wanted to be someone in the industry that could make an impact. And just follow my dreams. It doesn't matter where it came from a small town in Colombia called Monteria, where like almost nobody really knows where it is. I always knew in the back of my head that I wanted to do something, a purpose with music. And here I am, fast forward many years. I never forgot that. And it's been a roller coaster of emotions. It's been a roller coaster of, you know, being a woman in a male-dominated industry, trying to validate myself 100 times more than a normal person, a guy. It hasn't been easy, but I feel like I learned so much, you know? And that's the beauty of it.
I love it. Do you mind maybe sharing like a story about like a challenge that you really had to overcome, like anything that comes to mind?
My God, so many. No, absolutely so many. But I would probably say, you know, one of like the biggest challenges I probably had, I'll share two, because one was kind of like in an industry where I thought I was going to end up, and it was classical music.
Wow.
Yeah, I always thought that I was going to be a classical violinist. So after I graduated from high school, I applied to so many schools, and I got denied. And I was like, for me, that was like kind of like it broke my heart so much. And I thought I wasn't good enough, and I was not going to be a violinist. I was not going to be doing what I'm doing now. I was like, I guess I'm just going to have to choose another career. But that kind of gave me the fuel, and I felt that it was not what God had for me. And at that moment, when all the doors closed and all the challenges came, I was like, what am I going to do? Another opportunity opened, and I got offered to perform violin at private parties and like other events where I started meeting people that they give me other opportunities in a different world.
Yes. And you're such a vibe that is like, it's just funny because it's like, you know, you were wanting classical, but it's almost like God had another plan for you.
Completely.
That is more authentically, I think, you.
Yes.
Because you're our vibe, and you like the party, and like I saw you just in Bali like last week, and now you're here in Houston. So it's like, that's the Esther I knew, is traveling all over and living that lavish lifestyle. Totally. So I love that. So can you give any piece of advice maybe to Esther 10 years ago? What would you like, if you were able to talk to her, what would you leave her with?
Oh my God, I think I would probably tell her that not be scared, that just give it my all to everything I'm doing, because I feel like sometimes I was scared.
Yeah.
I was so scared of like even speaking for myself, or like, you know, being a little bit more aggressive than I should have, and more persistent in other ways that I could have been. But I was always just afraid that what people were gonna say. And there were some opportunities that I felt I let go in my life because of that.
Wow.
And I wish I would have just told Esther, it's okay.
Yeah.
Go be persistent. It doesn't matter if they say no. Bug them until they say yes.
Wow.
Like bug them until they say
That's
yes.
powerful.
That's actually the advice I'll give myself.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so yeah, if people want to like follow your journey, like where can they connect with you? And also like what's next for Esther?
Oh my God,
I mean, so much is going on
so
right
much.
now, but do you have like an ultimate vision of what's next for you?
Yes. I actually have a lot of music coming out. Besides that, I have a concert I'm putting together at the end of the year. It's called Once Upon a December. It's to restart my nonprofit, Asaf Angels. So I'm super excited because that's my ultimate dream.
Yeah.
That's how I want to leave a legacy in this world, through my nonprofit. And restarting that dream of mine, it's like one of my biggest accomplishments. So at the end of the year, we're having a huge concert in LA.
Awesome.
Besides that, collaboration with Snoop Dogg. Again, we have a song coming out in the next month. We have a lot of music and a lot of performances. So yeah, stay tuned. I have everything on my Spotify, all my music, Esther Anaya, YouTube. I just put together all my series of live sets so people can watch them and vibe with them. So it's a lot going on. So everybody could, catch up with me in any way they can.
Definitely worth a follow. Love it. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Simple Chat.